The entire ballroom froze. Prince Kelvin, the most admired royal figure in California's elite circles, was on one knee before Linda. A velvet box gleamed in his hand, the diamond inside sparkling like fire under the golden chandeliers. Guests held their breath, waiters paused with trays mid-air, and the music faded into silence. It was a moment heavy with destiny. Linda, wrapped in a gown that shimmered like starlight, placed her hand dramatically over her chest. This was the dream she had long chased, her chance to step from ordinary woman into royalty. She could feel hundreds of eyes on her, some filled with envy, others with awe. The crown of her ambition was right there, resting inside that tiny box. Kelvin's voice, steady and rich, carried across the silent room. "Linda," he said, his gaze unshaken, "you are the light of my life. Will you make me the happiest man alive? Will you marry me?" A ripple of excitement spread through the crowd. Gasps of wonder, murmurs of approval, even a few tears from the women watching. Linda's lips quivered. She wanted to scream yes before the prince even finished his words. She felt her future unfolding in this single moment: wealth, power, and the respect of all who had doubted her. Her hand reached toward him. Her smile widened. And then, a voice thundered from the far end of the hall. "Kelvin! Stop!" The crowd turned sharply, startled. There, rising from his chair with a face carved in disbelief, stood Mr. Adams, the wealthy businessman. The color drained from Linda's face. Her perfect dream had just cracked. The prince froze mid-kneel, the ring box still open in his hand. Heads turned sharply as their voice cut through the hall. Adams stepped forward from the crowd, his face hard with anger. "She's lying to you. Linda promised to marry me." Gasps broke out. A guest whispered, "What?" Another covered her mouth in shock. Linda's eyes darted around, panic showing. "Adams, this isn't what you think." Adams shook his head firmly. "Don't you dare. You told me I was your future. You said we'd build a life together. I gave you everything, money for your so-called fashion business. And now I see you, ready to marry him." Kelvin slowly stood, lowering the ring. His gaze fixed on Linda. "Is this true?" His voice was low, but sharp enough to silence the room. Linda stammered, forcing a smile. "Kelvin, please, don't listen. Adams is confused." "His?" "Confused." Adams barked. "Tell him how you took millions from me. Tell him how you swore I was the only one." The crowd murmured louder. Unbelievable, she played them both. Kelvin's jaw tightened. His eyes no longer showed love, only suspicion. "Linda, answer me." Her lips trembled, words stuck in her throat. The glamour of the night was gone, all that remained was truth pressing down on her like a weight she couldn't escape. The room waited. Silent. Watching. Before we continue this story, I just want to take a moment to thank all of you who have been following and supporting this channel. Your encouragement keeps these stories alive. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next chapter. Please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment to share how you feel about the story so far, and share it with friends and family. Now, let's get back to the drama. Kelvin's voice cut through the silence. "Linda, did you lie to me? To us?" The room was still. The ring box dangled loosely in his hand. Linda forced a shaky laugh. "Kelvin, I love you. Adams is just bitter. He can't stand to see me happy." Adams stepped forward, anger spilling over. "Happy? You drained my account. You begged me for money to expand your fashion empire. But there was no empire. Just lies. A ripple of gasps swept across the hall. Kelvin's brows furrowed. He turned to Adams. You knew her too." Adams' voice cracked with hurt. "For 2 years. I thought she was mine." All eyes shifted to Linda. She clasped her hands, trying to steady her breath. "Listen, both of you, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I just," her voice trailed off under the weight of 100 glaring eyes. "Just what?" Kelvin's tone hardened. "Pretend? Use us like toys." Whispers grew into open voices. "She tricked them both. What a shame. She promised them marriage." Kelvin stepped closer, his voice louder now. "You promised me a future, Linda. You looked me in the eye and swore you loved me." Adams jabbed a finger toward her. "She said the same to me. Word for word." The crowd erupted, phones lifted, recording the scene. Linda's face flushed red, her eyes darting for an escape. But there was none. Kelvin's shoulders dropped, disappointment heavy in his voice. "I thought I found a queen. Instead, I found a fraud." The hall buzzed with shock, betrayal, and pity, but none of it for Linda. Kelvin's voice boomed, silencing the whispers. "Linda, do you know who Adams is to me?" Linda froze, her eyes flicking between them. Kelvin's lips curled in bitter irony. "He's not just another man. He's my childhood friend. My brother. We grew up together." Gasps filled the hall. Adams stepped beside him, folding his arms. "And this woman thought she could play us both." The guests murmured, shock turning into outrage. One woman shook her head. "How heartless." Another whispered, "Imagine fooling 2 friends." Linda's voice cracked. "Kelvin, please, listen. I only wanted to protect myself. I didn't mean." "Protect yourself." Adams snapped. "From what?" "Honesty." Kelvin raised his hand, silencing Adams. His tone was calm but sharp, every word cutting like a blade. "You lied about everything, Linda. About love. About business. About who you are." Linda tried to smile through her trembling lips. I love you, Kelvin. You, not him. You're the one I choose." The crowd groaned. Someone shouted, "Liar." Adams shook his head. "She'll say anything now." Kelvin's eyes darkened. "If you loved me, you wouldn't have betrayed me." He turned slightly to the crowd. "This is the woman who paraded as a fashion entrepreneur, as a faithful partner. And tonight, in front of everyone, the truth comes out." Phones recorded. Eyes pierced. Linda's mascara streaked as tears spilled down her cheeks. "No, no, please," she whimpered, reaching out toward Kelvin. But he stepped back, his face stone cold. "You've lost me. You've lost us both." The room erupted with murmurs, some shaking their heads, others openly laughing at her downfall. For the first time, Linda realized her game was over. The hall buzzed with chaos. Guests whispered, laughed, and recorded every second. Linda stood in the center, trembling, her perfect evening dress now stained with tears and shame. "Please, Kelvin. Adams, don't do this to me," she begged, her voice breaking. Kelvin turned his back. "You did this to yourself." Adams let out a bitter laugh. "You promised me forever, Linda. And all the while, you were chasing a crown." She reached for him, but he stepped aside. "Don't touch me." The crowd's whispers grew louder. She thought she was smart. 2 men at once, what disgrace. Poor fools, but thank God they found out. Linda's knees weakened. She tried to defend herself. I wanted a better life. I wanted security. Kelvin spun around, his eyes blazing. At the cost of honesty? At the cost of two men's trust? That's not love. That's greed. Silence fell again. His words carried through the hall like judgment. Adams placed a hand on Kelvin's shoulder. Let's leave her. She's not worth another word. Together, the two men walked out, side by side. Brothers again, united by betrayal. All cameras turned back to Linda. Alone. Exposed. No prince. No promise. No empire. She dropped to the floor, clutching her face as sobs shook her body. For the first time, she wasn't the one in control, she was the spectacle. And as the doors closed behind the men, the applause that had once been meant for her proposal now thundered in mocking laughter. Her fairy tale had ended in ruins. If you love this story and would want to listen to the next episode, please comment next in the comment section, and hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when the next video drops. Thank you.